younger sister. She with our parents. She's standing alone there. She is studying the Tamil inscriptions and making out research on Tamil inscriptions here. That light on. She went on a pilgrimage recently, right, deep south in India. Madurai is the town where you can see big. There, she started a railway journey going to North India, visiting Varanasi, Bodhigaya, Bhubaneswar, Puri, Allahabad, Calcutta, and back home to Madurai. She is grateful to the railways of India to make it possible for every ordinary Indian citizen to make pilgrimage of his choice by the railways. She thanks the Railway Minister Sri Lalu Prasad Yadav for his bold, creative and novel initiatives. I quote a translation of her notes from Tamil. She is a Tamil scholar with a postgraduate degree in Tamil. This is Hema. Our journey started at Madurai. The special pilgrimage train runs every month. It has safety, security, and vegetarian food. That is very important for Hindus. And is comfortable, reasonable for common man of India. From Madurai, via Madras or Chennai as it is called today, we reached Allahabad. From there, we went to Triveni Sangamam or Prayag. There, the holy river Ganges was white in color, Jamuna river was in black in color, and when the two mixed with Vahini, Saraswati, it is called Triveni Sangamam, meaning the confluence point of the three rivers. To reach the spot of the confluence, we went by boats. There were white doves, birds, hovering over us in the sky. Some threw chickpeas, peanuts, and other snacks in the air. These birds, the doves, they deftly caught them up in the air itself before dropping into the waters. It was a lovely sight. There, we had a holy dip. Some shaved their heads, others gave alms to the poor, gave clothes to the poor. I have forgotten to give, but when I noticed the river has taken away some of my clothes. Then we reached by bus to Anand Bhavan, the birthplace of Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. Then from there we were put up in lodgings. Coming from a deep south like Madurai, which is very warm and temperatures are 30 to 35, both summer and winter, I was shivering. My teeth were chattering in bitter cold there. I could not manage to rent warm beddings and woolen blankets because we came late to the lodgings at night. I nearly froze to death. I did not sleep at all. Early morning, I went downstairs to the kitchen and got warm water to wash my face and hands, and then came my life back into my shivering body. That was an awful experience for me. Next day onwards, I had rented the woolen blankets and warm bedding rolls, and I was warm. Next morning, we went to the Ganges. That was a holy day of Shivaratri, Shiva's birthday. Crowds of people everywhere. In a narrow lane, we were stopped to give up passage to some naked people, naked sadhus, naked monks marching along. There in Benares, I witnessed the cruelty of the Muslims, the plunder and wanton destruction of holy Hindu places of worship by the fanatic Muslim invaders of India centuries ago is despicable and condemnable. When I saw that, I felt bitterness, anger, and frustration. At Benares, Aurangzeb, the tyrant Muslim ruler, has wreaked havoc on Hindus. He levied attacks on Hindus visiting Benares in his rule in the time of his rule. Aurangzeb has destroyed many of the temples, and even today there is still a mosque encroaching upon the Kasi Vishwanatha temple. The building is nearly close to the temple. It is sacrilegious. We visited the Vallabha temple, Annapurna temple, then the king's palace and Hanuman temple. The king has donated 1,300 acres to his Benares Hindu University. In 1915, Sri Madan Mohan Malaviya founded the famous university. There is also a beautiful temple there. They have their own electricity generation going on in that university. We visited the Tulasi Manasa Mandir with sculptures depicting from figures from the epics and classic sagas of India. Next day, we traveled by train and reached Gaya. Here, I did feed my forefathers spirits in Bodhi Gaya. Forefathers spirits in Bodhi Gaya. What is that? We have to offer to the spirits of the forefathers food. After abstaining one day without any food, we made the offerings. That means we are kind of fasting. Then we visited the Vishnu's feet, Palguni Tirtha, Akshay circle. Before feeding of the forefathers, we have to forego or renounce one vegetable, one fruit, and one salad. I did that too. On that night, when I slept, I had a dream. My elders, departed elders, came into my presence and they blessed me and they were pleased with me for having made the offerings. And that was a great dream for me, experience. And I felt it is supernatural, but was almost real. I met them and they talked to me and they blessed me. That was a great blessing I will ever remember. That was a very good omen. I felt happy with the dream. After lunch, we went to Buddha Gaya. There, 3 types of Buddha temples are there. One is Japanese style architecture, another is Tibetan, and the third one Thailand style. We visited the Bodhi tree under which Buddha sat, meditated, and became a realized person. By night, we traveled to Calcutta, saw the Hooghly River and the bridges connecting over. Then we visited Kali Durga temple. This goddess has 3 eyes. Then we went to Belur, Ramakrishna Math, and worshipped the Dakshineshwara Kali goddess who gave Sri Ramakrishna his realization and enlightenment. After resting the night at lodgings, we visited the city market. By night, we traveled by train to Puri. We traveled by bus to Konarak Temple Complex. The Konarak Temple is here. You can see the pictures in this book, Konarak Temple Complex. And there is a wheel, chariot, that is very typical. There was this Surya, the